Hey, how's it going, y'all? I'm going to be teaching you how to do smooth camera movements in After Effects. We're going over some basic things, tips and tricks, and it'll be best if you follow along with me as we do this. Helps retain the information, Don't just watch. But, if you like just watching because of me too, that's cool. But yeah, get ready to learn some
knowledge.
But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge.
Alright, so we're just going to name it whatever here. I'm doing 1920 by 1080, 60 frames, and I'm going to make it 30 seconds, do black background, and then make sure this is Cinema 4D. It's very important. If that's not Cinema 4D, this will not work. So then click OK. Then Control T is for text, or Command T on MacBook is for text, and then type whatever, and I'm just going to make a camera movement. You can literally type whatever you want. So you're going to want to select all these layers and then enable 3D, so this button right here, and then Command S or Control S to save. And then we're going to save it as 3D camera movement tutorial. You can save it as whatever you would like. You're going to want to click layer, new, and then camera. And these are all the different camera presets or length. And it just kind of makes the depth different, kind of like a real camera. And then we're gonna go to layer, new, and then null object. And then we're gonna make sure we connect the camera to the null. And then if you just move the null here with the position, you see it'll be moving. Now I'm just gonna be moving around all these different text layers in different positions for the X, Y, and Z to give it some different movement, not be the same. So you can do this however you like. We just want to adjust the position, so the first word is right in the middle, and P is for position, and R would bring up the rotation. And once you keyframe both at the start, you can click U to get all your keyframes. Just move the position and X, Y, and Z rotation, so it's right directly in the middle. That looks pretty good right there. And now we're going to want to jump to 2 seconds and then start going towards the next word, which in our case would be movement. We're going to adjust the X, Y, Z rotation, make sure it looks good. Same with the position, keep adjusting it. Alright, so we're going to turn off proportional grid, highlight all your keyframes, go to keyframe assistant, and then go to easy ease. You can also do F9, and then go to your graph, go to speed graph, and then highlight this part. And then we're going to make it kind of like a roller coaster that goes straight up and down. It's going to mean it goes from slow to fast to slow. It's going to make it look smooth, and this is kind of the movement you want if you want kind of that style, but you can make this anything to make it go from fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. It's all up to you. This is what it looks like. Looks pretty good. We're going to want to select all the layers right here and then enable motion blur. Now we're going to duplicate our null. Make sure after you duplicate the null, you delete all the copied keyframes and then go back a couple seconds and then just make some new keyframes at the same position. And then you're going to go forward 2 seconds from that, and then we'll resume the video from there. Make sure you connect your first null to your second null and then adjust the position on the second null to the next word. And then once this is all done, you just want to do the same process with the keyframes. Go to keyframe assistant, make it easy ease, highlight everything, and then make it look like a roller coaster, make it go from slow, fast, slow. And then if you do it correctly and it overlaps right, it'll look pretty smooth, like the camera is always moving and never really stops, and it has this smooth, fluid motion throughout. That should be good. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And now we're just going to want to repeat the same process over and over with duplicating the null, linking the new duplication to the previous null, and then adjusting it to the new word, and etc. Doing the same thing with the keyframes. So yeah, just keep repeating the process and you'll eventually have something that looks good and is finished. So we are now done with everything. It looks pretty good, and this is how it looks like if it's 2 seconds in between every word. But you can make this faster. If it's 1 second, it will look a lot more smoother and fast-paced. But you can play around with it. I just did 2 seconds as a basis for y'all, and hope this tutorial helped you guys. Goodbye.